My report is about mastering time on the floor, tips for efficient shift management. This topic serves us as a guide for our daily duty. So, introduction with this report. Working in a clinic can be busy and stressful, but we can manage stress if you start your day with a good mood.
Yes.
True.
Managing time helps avoid being overwhelmed. This is relatively connected with the second reporter, Joanna. This guide will share simple tips to make shifts smoother and more efficient. The importance of this topic, it allows a healthcare worker to provide the best care while maintaining their well-being. Understanding how to handle time wisely can create a better workflow and a more positive work atmosphere. Like what I've said, if you start your day with stress, your whole shift will be on the negative vibes.
True.
So instead of complaining, arguing, make your work place on a positive atmosphere. So the first guide is time management. So why is it important? Because it keeps patient care smooth and organized, reduces stress and prevents burnout. This one is usually happen, especially if you have if you are alone. But actually not alone, you have help. You are giving you help in your clinic. Helps ensure tasks are completed on time, creates a more productive and positive work environment. So why time management is important? Because poor time management can lead to rush work, mistakes, and stress. By organizing time effectively, healthcare professionals can ensure high-quality care and a well-balanced workload. Giving a scenario like you have two patients booked for procedure and the patient came almost at the same time. So how you will manage your clinic? Yeah, you need to prioritize. You can tell your patient to sit for a while on the waiting area while you are preparing the file. So since it's booked already, you know that the patient knows already the price for the procedure they will do. So, as a nurse, you can bring the first patient on the first room. You can start preparing, taking pictures, putting cream, collecting the payment. On the other hand, you can ask your help to do the same. If you are not confident with your help for the photos or for the cream, you can ask her just collecting payment or at least for the consent to sign. Because you still have 30 minutes for the cream. So you still have time to prepare for the injections, like that. Sorry.
Management.
Doing a task like that, don't stress yourself because stressing yourself, this is a sign that you have a poor management on your clinic. Hindi tayo tumanda sa ating clinic para hindi natin ma-manage yung ganong scenario. We are not new. Also, we can tell to the doctor if you are not ready or if you are ready. Sometimes the doctor is relying on you. Some of the doctors, they are asking you if you are ready. If you are not ready, tell the doctor, doctor, give me time, I'm not yet ready. Okay? The next guide is planning. So what is the importance of planning on your shift? Start with a quick overview of your task. Like in our clinic and the clinic of Dr. Abdallah, we are printing our info for the next patient for the following day. So from that, we will know that there are procedures, what we will be expected on the following day. Prioritize urgent and important duty. Know where supplies and equipment are located. Be flexible because unexpected situation can happen. So, example for this, when we are doing pre-care, one of included in our pre-care is checking the function of the examination chair. So, before the problem arises, we see to it that the chair is working. Sometimes we don't know there are patients having a vasovagal. So if it happens that you put the patient on the rope that the chair is not working, how will you position the patient? So part of the pre-care is checking the examination chair. So why I have this photo? As part of the planning, sometimes we have patient book for biopsy. So to avoid rushing, cramming, I have this kit. So as a tip for those nurses, especially on the second floor, you can do also the same like that. But I'm not encourage them to buy like this because it's me, I'm the one who prepared this. You can put it in a pouch. The simple materials like the punch, the specimen buckle, the suture, or the, what's this? The green sheet if you are doing it in a sterile technique. So to avoid cramming, once the doctor is requesting for the biopsy, at least you have this kit ready and or on hand on your area. Next is effective task prioritization. So with this technique, we are using the Eisenhower matrix. This technique actually is useful in a hospital setting. What is this Eisenhower matrix? It provides us a systematic approach to allocate time and resources to complete tasks based on their importance and urgency. So the first quadrant for this task is urgent and important, which means do first. Example is the emergency patient care. And the second quadrant is the important but not urgent. So with this, we need to schedule it. Example is the patient education. And the third quadrant is urgent but not important. So we can delegate some works with our co-workers. The fourth quadrant is not urgent and not important. So it's the avoidable or the last one. So example for this guide, example is if you have a patient indoors on the laser, then the second patient is for procedure. But some of our patients, even if they are already booked for procedure, sometimes when you are confirming it with the patient for the procedure, they will tell you, kalam doctor. Mungkin shoot doctor first. Like that. So the third patient is ready for the procedure and the cream is already due. So how we will prioritize that in our clinic? So let our doctor see the second patient for procedure that wants to see him first, and after that, if the patient decides, you can start preparing the patient, and then the next patient, the patient that is due for procedure, the cream is already due. So after that, you can guide your doctor. Doctor, you can go to the laser. Then after laser, when you come back, the second patient is ready for the procedure. So next guide is communication. This guide is very timely. It always some mistakes usually happen without this, when we are lacking with this communication. So why communication is important? Because communication gives us a clear reports during the shift handover. Example is that is proper endorsement. Use simple and direct language. keep in touch with the teammates for support. And speak up if help is needed. So why this communication is very important? Because clear communication prevents misunderstanding and ensure that patient care continues smoothly from one shift to another. So there is some cases, actually it happens in the clinic, lacking of proper endorsement leads to error. So proper endorsement is very important, unless it's okay for you to be deducted, salary deduction. So don't get rushed going home. Especially, it always happens that if there is any procedure, you are in a hurry to go home because it's almost 9 o'clock. So to prevent these mistakes happen, you need to endorse it properly to the next nurse who will receive your task. Is a simple communication, direct language. This is one example. And also this, you are actually usually seeing this message with the clinic of Dr. Abdallah, because they are only 2, and sometimes it is also useful, big help to their health, to the nurse helping them. Because you know, Dr. Abdallah, they will just, nurse, call, nurse, nurse. So it means that you need to go with him. Because you know, Dr. Abdallah, they will ask you, how is he? How we do? How is the photo? We don't know. So this one is a form of a good communication. So next guide is managing documentation efficiently. So important of this guide, update records in real time to avoid backlogs. It always happens to us because sometimes during busy clinic, we do the documentation after because we don't have time. But some of the nurses, I know, because I'm doing it also, I'm bringing my homework. I'm doing it work from home. Use abbreviations approved by the clinic. Keep notes clear, concise, and accurate. Double check before finishing a sheet. Because this one sometimes happens also. Because especially if we are in a hurry, we submit the documentation. We forgot to double check it. So what we are doing is do the addendum. Next is the time-saving tips during patient care. Group tasks when possible. Example is giving medication by checking vital signs. This one is in the hospital setting. So in our setting, we can do while the other one is assisting the doctor, the other one is preparing the photos or taking a assessment or interview with the other patient. Use checklist to avoid missing anything. Stay focused, limit distraction. What is our usually distraction in our duty?
Cell phone.
Our mobile, sa?
Suhad.
Suad, our receptionist.
Yeah, Suhad, yes, true.
We have also but for me, I'm speaking for myself, I'm putting my mobile in the drawer. Especially if we have duty in the Takasusi. Because my receptionist is keep calling, messaging, asking for the prescription. So to avoid distraction, I'm leaving my mobile in the drawer. Encourage teamwork, help each other when needed. So next guide, avoiding toxic duty and burnout. Again, pag nag-umpisa ng stress, toxic na ang ating call shift. So, how to avoid toxic duty and burnout. Take a short break when possible. So what we are doing, we are having coffee break. Then stay hydrated and eat properly. Respect the break time. Learn to say no when workload is too much.
Case to case.
It's case-to-case basis. If your clinic is busy, if no one will receive your duty, sorry, you need to extend your shift. But if our clinic is light only, you can ask Miss Madel to practice the provision number 5.
Work-life balance.
Work-life balance. But never leave your post, especially if you have busy clinic. Find healthy ways to distress after work. Go shopping, after you eat in a restaurant. Yeah. Because avoiding burnout is essential for long-term job satisfaction, and taking care of oneself allows nurses to perform better and provide quality care. So what is the key point on this topic? Teamwork. Yeah. Because working as a team helps lighten our workload. So this is the end of my report.
Okay, any questions, guys?
Let's work together for a smoother shift.
Okay.
Gir-giri.
But